Hello, Bournemouth fans. It is another Funnell Forecast. I'm not Mr. Tiggs, I'm Sam Davis, but it's going to be a good one. This is the Funnell Forecast. Welcome.
And the cross by Heffernan, and was that a foul? It's a goal anyway from Funnell.
Yeah, so we're without Mr. Tiggs this week, but we have got a familiar face here, by the way, of ex-AFC Bournemouth striking legend Tony Funnell. How are you, Tony?
Very well, Sam. I was just laughing to myself because I never get tired of watching that video because, first of all, it's a goal, and secondly, it's against Pompey, and I don't know if I get some stick after that game.
I'll bet you do. You know what, Tony? It's been a pretty good week for you. We'll go on to your Super Six because that wasn't so bad, but you also played that round of golf. We obviously had our fundraiser with Forest Home Hospice, which we raised over £2,000. I think it was like over 2,200 with them. And one of the prizes was kindly donated by yourself, but you also got a certain someone on board. How did it go?
It went very well, yeah. Obviously, beforehand, I was not panicking a bit, but you want to make sure everything was, going to go right. But it couldn't have gone any better. And Stuart White is a golfer at East Dorset, and he joined in on the day, and he helped me a lot, in the days up to it. So we got it all sorted out, and he helped sort out food and bits and pieces, and it couldn't have gone any better. We had a great day.
That's absolutely fantastic to hear. And yeah, Harry Redknapp, did turn up. And I've seen some footage, and later on today, Tony, we are going to be putting a world exclusive out. Now, here are some clips in the background. We're not going to play the audio now, but we've got footage from Chris Root, who won our competition. He took along fellow AFC Bournemouth fan Simon Kay, who you can see there is in the golf buggy there. You've got Tony Funnell, the technique that I'm seeing here on your tee shot. Absolutely superb. We've got shots coming up of Harry Redknapp's putting. We've got Simon's putting, and Tony Funnell. There's a corker from you as well. So all this footage is coming up later on this evening on the Back of the Net YouTube channel, and it's going to be around 6 o'clock. You do not want to miss that. And I gather, Tony, you've got a couple of funny stories to tell. Is that right?
Well, to be honest, Harry had so many stories on the day.
I bet.
Leading up to it, I thought, well, obviously, I've heard a lot of the stories before, but he told us some new ones that I'd never heard of. And he was a laugh a minute. But there was a couple of occasions during the golf that funny, what Harry said and that. And you've got to listen later on in the next video. It'll be funny, hopefully.
Amazing. That video is coming out later today. So, be sure not to miss that. And we want to also make a few thank yous in that video as well. But yeah, £2,200 was raised for the Forest Home Hospice. And it sounded like a great day. All that is coming up a bit later on today on the channel. Tony, it's been international week. England played Denmark the other night. Wasn't the best of games. Are you a fan of these international breaks?
No, I think there's too many, to be honest. Too many international games, and I don't know. I only turned on for the England game for a little bit, and I saw a few players wandering around there, and I'm thinking, crikey, it's a waste of time you're playing if you're not going to really put in the effort.
Yeah.
I thought, Denmark looked, there's a few Denmark players that, they wanted to play, but a couple of our players, I thought, oh, sure you can do a bit more than that. But,
yeah, and when you've got players on the bench like Jack Grealish, who's shown how creative he can be, it was just crying out for a creative player. And for some reason, Southgate was very stubborn, didn't bring him on, brought on Henderson instead. And even now, people are calling for his head. So early days, isn't it? In terms of maybe suggesting that. People are also suggesting Eddie Howe in, but you never know. You never know. But
you don't know.
No, domestic football is what we are all about. And on last week's Funnell Forecast, Tony, of course, we didn't have a Funnell Forecast last week because it was an international break, and Tony still predicted. We're still doing the Super Six every week. This is how he did. So there we go. Not bad. You got the Portsmouth v MK Dons outcome correct. you correctly predicted that Peterborough would win away at Northampton, and also 2-1 Tony, bang on the money, at Accrington Stanley v Rochdale. That earned you 5 points. So I've got to say, that was pretty impressive. Now, if you go to leagues in your app or you go via the website, you can see what position you're in. And Tony, you're up to 35th place. That's not bad, is it? You happy with that?
Yeah, I crept up a little bit. And what was funny, I had a go at him today. My son, he rang me in the week and he said, "Oh, I'm about 5 points clear." No, it's not 5 points. He said, "I'm 5 places clear of you in the Super Six." And I'd looked today. He's 5 places clear on alphabetical order. We're on the same points.
Yeah. It means nothing, does it? Absolutely
No.
nothing. And it's great to see some familiar names in the table. We're going to bring it into shot now, but Noam Jenkins, 2nd place, someone who you know very well, Tony. Is it a bit? How do you feel when she's in 2nd place and you're there down on 35?
No, I'm really pleased for her. It'd be interesting come the end of the season whether I can catch her up or not.
It's
But I also noticed Craig Beasley there.
Yeah, he's there as well. He didn't win a bottle opener, but he's ahead of you now.
Yeah, and he's bound to put in another comment saying, "I'm way clear of you, Tony," but it's a long way to go.
Yeah, it is. It is not a sprint. It is a marathon. Other familiar names: Jamie Williams, Alessandro Linford, who was at the top. Now, I won't tell you where I'm at, Tony, because I think I'll get RSI through all the scrolling that I'm going to have to do, because I'm sadly down in about 135th position or something. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about your results. And I tell you what, this week it's quite nice because AFC Bournemouth are being featured again in the Super Six. There are 6 games as ever. So if you're watching, make sure you put your predictions in via your app. But these are the games. So a team that you've played for, Tony, Southampton, away at Chelsea. I think this one's going to be quite an interesting one.
It is, because I shouldn't go against Southampton, but Chelsea are playing very well. Everyone's going to laugh again because I'm going to say 2-1, but 2-1 Chelsea.
2-1 Chelsea. Okay, interesting. Now, from one South Coast club that you've worn the shirt for to another, home against QPR, the Cherries, on Saturday. QPR, they're currently sitting 9th in the Championship. AFC Bournemouth currently 3rd on a good run of form at the moment. Will we be without Josh King or not? It looks like he's going to go, but either way, we've got quality players in that squad that could get a result. But what are you thinking for this one?
Yeah, so we're going to give 1 goal to QPR straight away, I'm afraid.
Okay, yeah.
But to cheer up those Bournemouth fans, we're putting 3 in the other box.
Music to my ears. You know what? And we put a preview out yesterday with Tom Jordan, Tony, and he went for that score as well. So you've certainly got a fan of that scoreline. Right, what else have we got? Blackburn Rovers versus Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, I'm going 2-0 Blackburn.
2-0. Now, Nottingham Forest, they've got a new manager, I think, haven't they? Is it Chris Houghton that's now become manager? Are you not thinking that they could have the new manager bounce?
Well, the funny thing is, I didn't know they had a new manager. So I might have blown that already.
Well, you can still change your mind. I mean, obviously, once we enter the predictions, we will lock them in. But they have got a new manager. But Blackburn Rovers have been fairly good and been scoring goals for fun. So the 2-0 prediction is not overly bad. Is that something you want to stick with?
Yeah, I'll stick with that at the moment. Yeah.
Okay, good, because I'd be really upset if I suggested you went for something else and it went up to be 2-0. So yeah, probably wise. Right, a team that we beat only recently, Norwich. They are away at Rotherham.
Yes, I'm going to go 2-0 again. 2-0 to Norwich.
Okay, Norwich victory. Okay, yeah, I think I probably broadly agree with that. Brentford against Coventry, who we, of course, won 3-1 at their away at Brentford's new stadium.
Yeah, another team I donned the shirt for, Brentford.
Yeah.
Brentford to win 2-1, Tony.
2-1, Tony. Super. And finally, Birmingham versus Sheffield Wednesday.
I'm going to go for 1-1, a draw.
1-1. Okay. And as ever, we need to get a golden goal prediction. You never know. You could be winning 250. No, in fact, I think the jackpot's £1 million this weekend, Tony. So it would be nice, wouldn't it? But if you're tied with someone else, the golden goal prediction is what's going to separate you. Out of those games, in what minute do you think the first goal is going to be scored?
The 8th minute.
8th minute. Okay, we're going to do a challenge, Jeff, and submit my entry. And there we go. Those are now in the system. So this is what Tony has gone for. Do you agree? Do you think he's lost his head with that Blackburn Forest one? Let us know in the comments below. We would love to hear what you think. And of course, we want your predictions for the Bournemouth game as well. So fingers crossed you'll be getting a number of points, and I certainly need them as well, Tony. So yeah, this evening when we put that video out, it's there's going to be a lot of laughter to be had by the sounds of it, Tony.
Yeah, we certainly had a lot of laughter throughout the game, definitely. And we were very lucky as well because we, I wasn't sure on the weather, you know, because we was obviously booked it a couple of weeks before, and you're looking, it's looking sunny, and then it shows rain because the wind changes and that. And we teed off, and about 11:15, finished at 3:15. 3:20, the heavens opened.
Wow, that is crazy. So I can't wait to see it. And you know what? I'm not even going to ask you for any spoilers. I'm just going to watch it when it comes out. I'm really looking forward to it. So if you want to take part in the league, you may be doing Super 6 already. You're welcome to join, and the existing points tallies that you've got will be added to this league. So whether you're in another league, it doesn't matter. You can still join our league as well and take the points with you, as long as you're not doing too well in the other league, because otherwise I'll drop down, and no one wants that, right? The code is Z4P2PS. 181 members in there at the moment, and you know, most of them are beating me at the moment, but Tony is doing pretty well, I've got to say. So Tony, I look forward to catching up with you later in the next video. Thanks very much for today.
Look forward to it.
And yeah, we'll see you in the next video, and that video is going to be tonight. Keep your eyes peeled because it's going to be a good one. Up the cherries.